Hi there, it's Chris from Diary of a Lincoln Geek here, coming to you live from UK Games Expo, day one, on our first live stream with an old friend of the show, Marcus from Paperback Games.
Hello.
How is it going?
Fantastic. Already we've had quite a lot of interest, so we're quite excited. We've got Snapshot, of course, and then we've got a new game as well. So it's a big year for us.
It's a really big year. After the success of Snapshot, let's face it, I think most of the Diary of a Lincoln Geek guys had a copy of the game. We highly rated it, so if you haven't checked it out, come along. If you're coming to the event and check it out. If not, and you're watching from home, you can of course check out the website, which is good. So we're here to talk to you about Cloud Foxes. How did this come about?
Well, actually, it's quite a long story in that many years ago, Richard from Paperback Games, he developed this game in a different form, and I loved it, but it was put on the back burner. Later, we started Paperback Games. We were thinking, well, we've just done Snapshot. What game should we do? Richard brought that back out. We developed it, and from there, we've ended up with Cloud Foxes.
Brilliant. I am very fortunate to play a demo with Martin on Tabletop Simulator, and it plays really well. I've seen you guys have made a few tweaks and changes to the rules since I've played it. But did you want to give a brief rundown for people watching now or re-watching how it kind of works?
Fantastic, yes. So we're all playing as pirate clans of Cloud Foxes, who are these giant flying foxes and their human allies. So they've had a tough time recently. They've been kicked out of their homeland. These flying islands, they've been kicked off their islands, had all their stuff stolen by these merchant invaders. So it's time for a payback. It's time for the fight back. So we're all playing as different clans, and we're all trying to take back control of our islands and to loot the merchants of the goods that they stole from us. So you do this by placing your tiles on the board, your foxes onto the board, and it's quite easy. You just roll your dice, and then you allocate your dice. You choose one dice that goes to a row, and you choose one dice that goes to a column, and at the intersection, that's where you place your fox. Which fox do you place? Whatever's on the final dice, that is allocated to a row, a pile of different foxes. So depending on the result, you'll have access to different abilities. So you can also choose exactly where you want to place these. So I'm going to go 3 and 4. I'm going to go here. I'm going to choose one of my foxes. I'm going to take this loot, so I go onto that location. And I get to activate the ability, which is to attack. So I'm going to attack my opponent here. I'll put some damage on it. I also have an amount of control on the tile. So this amount of control here indicates how much control I have over these islands. So at the end of the game, you add up the amount of control. So I've got 9 over on this island, but only 4 on this one. So the blues are winning on this, so they're going to get 3 points at the end. But yellow, we're winning on this one, so we're going to get 4 points at the end. We also get victory points for matching the loot that we've stolen to the port. So over here, I've got a port for these treasure chests, and I've actually got some treasure chests to sell at that port. So at the end of the game, I'll get victory points for however many of these and how many ports I've got. And that in a nutshell is the game. You can also spend these tokens that you gain throughout the game. 2 tokens will allow you to move a fox around the board. And then 3 of these tokens will allow you to flip the fox over to the fortified position, so it can no longer move, but now it has a lot more control on the tile. So it's going to have more power over the adjacent spaces. And there we go. The next player rolls their dice and they place their pieces. And once all the spaces have been filled up, that's when the game ends and you count up. So that in a nutshell is Cloud Foxes.
Fantastic. We like I mentioned, we've had a bit of a banter and having a go with some of the rules. When's this going to be hitting and coming out to people? Are you going to be kickstarting this like we did with Snapshot?
Yeah, we're going to go for Kickstarter again. We haven't finalised the dates, but we're looking later this year, kind of autumn, September time, and that's when we'll be launching the Kickstarter. But the Kickstarter sign-up page is live. You can get links on our website, paperbackgames.com. So people can sign up if you're interested in hearing when it launches.
Yeah, fantastic. We're live streaming across all 3 platforms at the moment. I'm not sure whether we've got any questions come up. Have we had any questions? Brilliant. Yeah, no, that's great. So it's nice that the community out there have accepted and love Snapshot. there is a great following, and it did really well. And it's great that you've got it here again at Expo. You're selling it here as well, aren't you?
Yeah, indeed.
Which is nice. So if you've missed out on the Snapshot bandwagon, it's available on their website as well, but as well as here at Expo. We're bringing Expo to you guys from that can't come on the days you may not be coming. So that's what we're doing. It's nice to be back and chatting to you about your games. I definitely would recommend anyone checking this out. Like I said, I've had early access snippets and it plays nice, even during the early alphas. And there's been a few changes since, which is good. One thing I would say is, did you guys mock this up yourself?
Yes, so I did all the artwork myself. I illustrated all the pictures, and then I spent many hours cutting out all these tiles. So this is prototype art.
Yeah.
We're going to tweak some of the layout and the graphics and so on. So this is kind of early prototype, but yeah, this is the game in development.
For an early alpha prototype, it's very good, and the work, the diligent hours of early hours sticking and making box art is good, because this is what it's all about. And the fact that developers like yourselves are taking that time to make that effort to bring these games here for people to play.
We just love games.
Exactly.
We want people to play our games.
Yeah.
We're so proud of them. So yeah,
that's the way it should be. Well, look, I've not got any questions any further right now, unless any of the guys here from the Blinking Geek crew have got anything else. I think we've covered quite a lot already.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you for
pleasure
your time.
talking to you guys.
No, it always is. You take care. And for everyone else out there watching, thank you for joining. Please hit that all-important like button and get your notifications on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. We're doing lots of live streams over the 3 days. The schedule's up on the website, so do go check that out. It's diaryofalinkedgeek.com, or if you like to type things a little bit shorter, it's doalg.co.uk. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and keep gaming.